The other day I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this video that started playing, and it was Belle from Beauty and the Beast, except she wasn't normal Belle, she was like a battle mage, and she was getting ready to fight all of these dark minions. And then all of a sudden, Sully from Monsters Inc. shows up and they start fighting together. And instantly I'm just like, what is this? I had to look into this game, and so I googled Disney Mirrorverse. And then sadly, my thoughts on it were almost immediately soured when I found out that this was in fact an ad for a mobile game. So even though I had my reservations, I was intrigued enough by the character design to give it a try. I mean, just look at Scar. In this game, he's like a crazy shadow monster. And not only that, but you get to play as him. But unfortunately, after putting a few hours into the game, I'm sad to report that not only do I think that it is bad, I think that it perfectly encapsulates everything that I hate about mobile gaming. And so let's take a moment to look and see why Disney Mirrorverse breaks what I consider to be the three major sins of mobile gaming. The first sin that I think that Disney Mirrorverse breaks is that of monetization. Now, games gotta make money because it takes money to make them. But let's look at the three different ways that video games usually make their money. First, you got paying for the game up front. This is the model that you'll find with most console games. The next option that you're going to find, and this one is really prevalent, is ads. Nothing makes me want to not play a game more than to spend actually more time watching ads than playing the game itself. And then the third way that games nowadays are making money is the one that Disney Mirrorverse is using, and that is the in-game store. In games like this, they give you a bunch of their currency at the beginning of the game. Tons of energy, tons of rare currency, tons of currency that you actually don't really need, and you use these things to upgrade your characters, to unlock new characters, and in fact to just play the game. And eventually, once you get invested in the game, all this money kind of trickles away and they don't give it to you anymore. But hey, they give you that option to spend real money on it. But even worse than any one of these types of monetization are games where it actually uses all three of them, and those games do exist. The second sin that this game commits is that of its gameplay. There is no way for you to really get better at the game. If you can't beat something, you don't actually have to get better. What you really have to do is either wait for your timers to run down for you to get more currency to go and unlock things and to level things up, or you need to spend real money. And then when you actually get to play the game, you're only ever fighting the four same enemy types over and over again in the same boring play space. In fact, the only things that really change throughout the game are the characters that you get to play as. And though they all look different and they have different animations when you do attacks, they're still all controlled exactly the same way. They have a standard attack, a charge attack, and a special attack. Though not very complex, is fine in and of itself. Lots of good games have basic control schemes. But for me, the biggest problem that this game has when it comes to gameplay is that it has an autoplay button. When you enter a mission, you get the option to push a button that just plays it for you. You just sit there and you watch it do the game for you. It just goes to show how little faith they have in the engagement of their gameplay when they're willing to just let you skip it altogether. Now, if you're skipping all of the combat, the only thing that's left for you to do in this game is to click through menus and spend money. So yeah, not a very fun experience. To me, the thing that is the worst is the sin of wasted potential. I mean, you know that a lot of the people, most of them who are working on this game, don't want this to be the final product. I mean, just think of all the time and the money and the effort that was put into the design of these characters, of this world, of these trailers. You know, it could have all been put towards something truly great, but instead it's all wasted on this soulless cash grab. I mean, just look at how cool Gaston is in this game. He looks awesome. Give me a game where that is the focus, even just that, and it would be worth so much more than this game. Now, unfortunately, Disney Mirrorverse is nothing special when it comes to the world of gaming. It seems like more and more often games are just trying to squeeze every last penny out of people. And though there are still some companies putting players first by making their games available in different affordable ways, like with Subset Games making Into the Breach available on mobile to everyone who already has a Netflix account. If you haven't played this game already, I really suggest you give it a try. And as long as fun games like that are available on phones, I can't give up on mobile entirely. And so let me know, do you play games on mobile? What kind of games do you like? I'm a fan of puzzle games also. Picross is always fun. things where even if there are ads, there's a long period between them. Thanks for watching this video, and we will see you next time.